very little interest. I've got there. Maureen, doesn't it look good? Yeah, Jackie, it does look a bit Christmassy. Trust me, the next bits that are going to go on it will take it away from being too Christmas, or Christmas at all, actually. And one of my lovely regular customers that lives in my village, she's got a beautiful thatched cottage, grade something or other. She can't do anything to it without having to get people signing things. It's very complicated. So she spotted this, and I've done several pieces for her before, and she spotted this because she's got some sort of slouchy sofas in one of her, she's got like a Snuggie lounge, that's the sort of the cute smaller one. And she's got these really sort of slouchy couches, and she's got a little cabinet that I did in one corner, and she's got, to the other end of the sofa, she has a space. She spotted this, and I took it round for her the other day for us to see if it would fit, and it fits perfectly. And it's just perfect height for her to be able to just laze, have a book, stick her coffee on. She doesn't have to reach up because, like I said, it's quite a slouchy, so it's perfect. However, this sort of lavendery lilac colour, no. So I've stripped the top completely back, and I'm going to use Fusion Mineral Paint Stain and Finishing Oil in Cappuccino. So I'm doing this to match the other unit that she's had off me, and the base is going to be going to Cathedral Taupe. I've got Patricia and Atronia. Oh, that's Atronia Arts, that's a business name. Hi, Patricia. So I am going to do this little bit of stain with you guys on live, and then that's me done. So there we go. Screwdriver. I do try and get everything ready. See, I'm putting my gloves on this time. Hi, Gregory. Now, this product needs a bit of a stir, and I've not got a stirring stick, so I'm just using my screwdriver. But you're best to stir this. I did give it a wee shake as I was walking up the garden to bring it down to the workshop. Now I'm going to use this and wipe it back. I prefer to wipe it back when I use it. Hi Debbie. Hi Gloria. I have got the cheapest chip brushes because I really don't like cleaning this stuff up. So I shall use this and bin it. And it's been used several times before, so I don't feel too bad. This is a great product for anyone that hasn't used it before. It's really easy. So it's called Stain and Finishing Oil. So it literally is, what have we got there? A wonderful piece of furniture. It literally is an all-in-one product. So I think I've only ever used this on, no, that tell a lie. You can use it over a painted surface. I have done that, but I do prefer the look of it over something that's been sanded back to bare. So you don't need to put it on too thickly. You can use, I think you can use, you know, like the Dixie Belle applicator you could use for something like this. But I just find it easier to just whack it on with a chip brush. And this piece, so this is oak in the middle, but the edges, it's some kind of composite wood, like an MDF. So I imagine this is a thickish piece of veneer. Actually, that's a good point. What's underneath? Yeah. See, it looks like mahogany underneath. It's definitely not mahogany on the top. You just never know what you're going to get. So it will be interesting to see how it takes in comparison the edges to the top, and whether I'm going to have to do some tinkering to make it look a bit better. My cat, do you know what? My phone's a little bit further away today, so you can see everything. You've had that stain on order for 4. Oh, sorry, Debbie. Do you know what though? I've got, this is an old pot, and I've had it. It's probably about a third full. But I know a lot of people were struggling to get hold of it throughout lockdown. I haven't got all of the colours. I think I've only got this one and the white. The white's really nice. I use that if I'm looking for like a washed out sort of finish. Yeah, I think the edges where it's not true wood is probably going to take this stain a little bit different. So I might have to tinker with it and make it look a little bit prettier. But that's fine. I think when you see people that have painted right up to the edge, I find that a little bit strange, but I think that's why they do it. If there's any issue with perhaps the construction of a big slab of wood. Because if it's not solid wood, they have to hide the edges somehow. And that's what they do. So being an oil-based product, this does have a bit more smell to it. So you have to use it in ventilated. I've got my windows open, and once I'm finished on camera, I will open my door up as well. It's not too bad. It's not offensive. If anyone's ever used like Zinsser Bin, for example, that the primer, that's offensive to my nostrils. This is not so bad. Okay, nearly done. So I've got a Nicola, I've got a Jackie. So Debbie, you said you've had it on order. Have you ever used it before, or is this is it the first time you're trying to get to use it when you've had it on order? Hi Kelly, how are you? Okay, so we've got that one, and this is oak. The top of this piece is oak, and it's a very light oak. So when I wipe it back, I might lose quite a lot of the dark, but you can layer this up. I do quite like this product. I haven't used it for a while because I have been using the Dixie Belle No Pain Gel Stain. This one doesn't need a top coat. Oh, I like it. You see? Let me just wipe a bit back and then I can show you a couple of a done and a not done. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry guys. Okay, that's better. So can you see here? This is the bit I've wiped back, and this is the bit I haven't wiped back yet. So it really, really sat into the wood. I should have put both gloves on because I made a right mess of my fingers now, but never. Dropsies. It will be your first time trying, or you will enjoy it. It's such an easy product to use as well. And also, this had been painted before. So there was some tiny, tiny, tiny flecks of paint that I didn't want to over sand the wood in case I blew through the veneer, not knowing how thick the veneer could be, and it's covered those as well. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know those bits of little tiny, tiny flecks. So it's fab. Janice, yes, I did paint it gold. I sprayed it with, sorry, we're just flicking back, guys. So that's the gold paint I've got at the moment. I was really struggling to get my favourite gold through lockdown, and then Aldi had some of that, and I thought, well, do you know what? It's such good value, it's worth a try. And I'm really loving it. It says chrome effect. I mean, I think there's only that mirror effect, or that looking glass that gives you a true chromey mirror look. I've never found another product that does quite the same job as that. But I'm really pleased with the level of gold that it's got. I've done the gold internals on a bureau before, and it really does just give it the wow factor. Because a lot, when you're painting something, a lot of it goes into the outside detail, and then you open it up. I love being able to continue the wow when you're opening it up. It looks nice. Can I ask? Oh, Kelly, did you miss what I'm using as the stain? Yeah. So this is Fusion stain and finishing oil. So if you're ever on the Fusion page, you'll see people say SFO in capital letters, and that's what they're talking about. So it's stain and finishing oil all in one. So once this dries, it's got a built-in top coat, so you don't have to add another one. I mean, you could, but trust me, you really don't need to on this. And it leaves a nice warm finish as well. It's got a nice touch to it, a nice handling to it. So There you go, you see. And actually, it's really taken darker on the edges. I don't mind that. I think I quite like that. I'm really pleased with it. I'm going to just do this edge where I've missed it, where it's not facing me. So the rest of the body of this box is going to be Cathedral Taupe, which is a lovely taupey colour. And as I said, it matches the unit that I've done for her previously. Jackie, it's a really pretty stain to use on oak. Really like it. I've got an oak dresser, and they put such heavy stains on it. I mean, I'd painted over the stain originally, so I had to stand off my old paint and the dark stain, and it's so well, you can see on. If you can see on the inside of here, can you see on the edges? This is how dark it was. So it was really, really dark. Yeah, I think it looks okay, Lisa. It's not so dark that it looks wrong. I'm quite pleased. Oh, look at that, look at that. I should have put the other glove on. I've even got one right here. And I don't normally get, it's typical, isn't it? I don't normally get the other hand mucky. There we go. So what I might do is I'll leave that to dry, and you know what, I haven't even looked at the can. I think you've got to leave it a good 3 hours before you recoat, but it might be more than that. Just check. Recoat after 2 to 4 hours. So it's not particularly warm, which it'll probably sit in that kind of time frame. And I'll probably put another coat just on the top piece, just to bring it a little bit darker.